Hello, everybody. I'm here today with a very special guest, my co-star in all things League, and especially life, Emily.
Hi.
Do you have anything else to say?
No.
Good. So, we're here looking at my second promo game to get into Silver 2. Playing the one, the only.
Warwick.
Warwick. I've put 2 videos on my channel so far, well, of this iteration, getting to gold, and I've done pretty badly. But I'm excited to say that this game doesn't disappoint as far as how fun he is and how crushing.
Be careful, Ribbon. God.
What?
You put the careful, like, you pinged her.
Yeah, I did. I was. It tilts me when I'm sitting here waiting for my invade, and they just run in like that. So I was pinging her to keep off so they don't spook them.
That's nice of her, though.
Yeah, and to be honest,
just watch. That's so cryptic.
I was saying,
watch for what?
yeah, just watch and be ready to give me some support. But me and this Ribbon has some really good synergy, and like, she's a very good team player. She even lets me take some farm, and she tells me
wow.
to, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I'm invade like this in every Warwick game. I don't know if I did that in the other 2 videos. Oh no, because the first video I had to go poop, and I came back to the game and I walked into my jungle and got ganked. And then I think the second one, I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna take this red. You usually can do it in this low elo. Is she alright? You usually can do it in this low elo because most junglers start blue anyway, and so I usually try to invade if I can.
Now, why do most junglers start blue?
When they're on this side is because most of them are weak sauce, and they like the support from their lane. And of course, you know me, I always invade and I never need a leash. And when I play ADC, I never give a leash, so, you know.
I don't give a leash.
Yeah, I don't give a leash. I don't, and I know you always are like, you need to leash more, and I'm like, maybe they should be better at...
I don't care about your leash.
Yeah. Now, as you saw, I left one Raptor for, I think it's Nautilus was the jungler. But that's always good because he just has that one Raptor until he clears it. Now, I'm watching. I'm always watching. Now, you're an aspiring Warwick jungler, aren't you?
That's the only jungler I know what they do.
Now, tell me about Warwick.
You're a wolf Batman, and you run real fast, and you can smell people's stinky
Just like
butts.
just like I smelled that guy right there. He was real smelly in that bush.
Tiamat is really important.
Thank you. I always stress that in the videos. Tiamat is really important. Have you ever went without Tiamat in a game?
No, because whenever I play a game of Warwick, I always go, what do I build next? Because I'm usually playing with you.
Yeah. I don't think you... Wait, if you were just playing by yourself and you got autofill the jungle, would you play Warwick?
Yeah.
And then what would you do?
I'd play Warwick.
Would you build Tiamat?
Yeah.
Good, because you always build Tiamat. I don't think you can go without...
I would go lethal tempo.
Yeah, I know. And that's... I have a feeling that if, like, the major... Like, if this was on Warwick mains, that was almost really good. Like, if she had landed that was dead, Ari. And I appreciate the effort. Now, this is really cool. That's not so much, because Ari flashed towards me, and I flashed past her. So it was kind of a little...
At least she didn't die.
Yeah, I know. And if you back up the video... Oh, we can do that, because I have control. See where I queued right... Like, I queued right here to go through him. If I'd waited and queued right there, I would have been in his way, and he wouldn't have been... But that was cool, because Lux just flashed...
Are you gonna hurt the scuttlebutt?
Yeah.
Oh, why abuse the scuttlebutt?
I love growling at the scuttlebutt. What was I saying before all that crap went down? No, I was saying something important.
If they change the runes, I guess, for, like, lethal
Oh,
tempo.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if I put like a video like this on Warwick Main's Reddit, I'm pretty sure I would get flamed because for some reason everyone thinks that press the attack is the best rune to go on Warwick. She tells me, look at this. I'm like, okay, I'll clear the wave for you. And then I'm like, do you want me to push the wave? And you know what she says?
What?
Wait, yeah. She says yeah. Now, gank fee. She recognizes that she owes me something. And she gives me all that farm.
Which is always a plus for you.
And then it gets real awkward because I push it and I thought it was going to crash. And it doesn't crash into the tower, so she's frozen right there. And then I'm like, oh, that's awkward. And then it gets even more awkward from here. Just watch. But press the attack. It seems to be the best option. I'll go lethal tempo because it's just better. And I like Predator too. Predator's really fun. So I get it pushed into the tower, and I'm like sitting here, and she's pinging the tower, and I don't know what she wants me to do. Like, I'm like, look at me. I'm like, what? Do you want me to hit the tower, or? And then she takes like a bunch of tower shots.
That was confusing.
I thought we were diving, but then because I didn't think we could do anything with the tower. And I told her, and she's very agreeable. Like, I was like, I didn't know what you wanted. She's like, I was trolling. Very good team. Now, I don't know if Morgana and... At some point, Morgana and Ezreal just start flaming each other, even though they do good. Yeah, here it is. Right on time.
Now he's healed, since you don't auto him at all.
Yeah. You need to give us your best Ezreal impression.
Of the person who's playing?
No, just in general. Just Ez.
I don't know what Ez sounds like.
I know that there's something about, this reminds me of a time the Spirit Tomb of Ekram.
I'm Ezreal.
Great. Wonderful. And I don't even know Morgana either. Now, I'm trying to do classic. You know this play. I'm trying to just run it around.
Butts.
Yeah, sniff their butts, and I almost get her, actually, but she... I'm like,
Stop yapping.
Yeah, see, they're just yelling at each other. And I kill this scuttlebug.
But isn't it nice when the drama's not on you?
Well, they're doing pretty good, honestly. Like, even later...
See, my problem is what I do is when I play League, I stir the pot. And I engage, like, I put myself in the scenario. Like,
you say you stir the pot, but it's only when the pot's already, like, swishing back and forth and you're aggravated.
And I take the stir, and I go...
Yeah. So, like a smart jungler, I'm taking this dragon. It's probably not the best play because Ezreal and Morgana are leaving and Lux is, like, pinging that no one's in her mid lane. But I'm like, I don't... She okay? She just chilling?
Gave me that side eye.
There was Nautilus, by the way. He was chilling. I got the dragon.
You know what makes me laugh?
What?
With Cloud Drakes, like, if you get it, you're like, oh, that's awesome, we can really use that. But, like, if the enemy team gets it, we're just like, it's just a Cloud Drake, though.
Yeah, you always, like, it's like, you're arguing, it's like, we don't need it.
Yeah,
but
like you're trying to make yourself feel better about it.
Yeah. But, really, that was dangerous for me to do, but I did it anyway, because that's how you play Warwick, you just...
And Danger is your middle name.
Yeah. Notice, if you will, that I play just a lot of champions that you run at people, or you move towards them using your abilities in some way.
Aggressively.
Yeah, you just run at people. And at some point in my league career, when I get past, Elo Hell, as they call it, that's going to be bad for me. Now, this, I don't know how I landed this R. Like, look at this hitbox.
That looks a little crazy.
And then I'm just like, I gotta stay on this POS. Now, if you notice the difference between top lane when I ganked and I didn't get either kill, and how Ezreal is just not letting me take any farm. Now, but look at this. Look at Ezreal's well-played Morg. I feel like that's one of those smarmy things he says that's like...
No, I feel like maybe that was a step in the direct... Like, you helped unify the bot lane back again.
He, like, extended the olive branch to his support. But we're just trying to put some pressure on bot lane, trying to get some plates. At this point, I'm not really, like, I've gotten to the breaking point. I've got 2 kills and 2 assists. And it's Nautilus jungle. The most that he can do is just, like, stop me from moving for a minute.
That word, though.
I know. Did you see me, like, oh. And I'm wondering if she saw me on it when
Stop abusing the scuttle.
What do you...
Leave the scuttle alone.
Why do you care about the scuttle?
Because it's cute.
No, it's not. It's
yes,
it's. If you saw that same creature
in real life, I would not like it.
No, you would be like, oh, it's a bug, kill it.
But in the game, it's virtual and it's not real and it can't be creepy.
Emily, my videos are supposed to be educational, not whatever that is.
I'm educating you that the scuttle is cute.
What is this, like a freaking you're like PETA with the scuttles?
Yeah,
educating you on the plight of the scuttles. They're just abused constantly. Now look at this. Look at this teamwork. I said you got blue. And I'm giving blue to... Which is a good idea. Because she's not doing too bad. No, I don't catch Tarek, sadly. I guess I could ult him, but I think he's too tanky at this point for me to, like, kill. This is a great thing. Look, not bot jungle. Okay, remember that.
Okay.
That's why I decided to take this Rift Herald.
Oh, nope, I saw him in mid just now.
Yeah, I know. He either booked it up here, or he was never in bottom jungle.
Nautilus can't book it anywhere.
He does have a fat
He's
waddle.
Fat.
I play him too, because he's of that same... you run at people, or use your abilities to get there. Now, I misplayed this, because I flashed over, I think, something there. I had smite, and if I would have smited the rift, I may have lived. And then they just keep fighting over this. Long enough that I can respawn and come back. But unfortunately, Nautilus is Nautilus, and he just CCs her. Now this, I build the red jungle item because... Why do we build the red jungle item, Emily?
Because you tell me to.
Okay, that's a good reason. I do suggest you do that. But you build the red jungle item. Do you know what it does?
I don't read the items.
Okay, so red jungle item, it changes your smite to where you can smite. Oh, this is fun right here.
The suspense of what this red jungle item is doing.
Look at these jukes. Boom. Boom. You ain't hit me with CC, fools.
It's pretty good.
Anyway, so red jungle item.
And the rift, like, he's like, I'm gonna get you, boy. Boy, come back here with that boy.
Who that boy?
Who him is.
The red jungle item, Emily. You do know that after you get your jungle item to the red or the blue, it changes to where you can
smite.
You can smite champions.
What?
Yeah, after you get your jungle item. See, this is new information to you. That's great. Learning experience. If you get the red jungle item, you smite champions, and you do, I think it's 25% more damage to them, and you take 25% less damage from them.
If you could have been smelting people.
Yeah. Now, if you go blue, if you smite enemy champions, it slows them.
Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
Yeah. No. Educational, Emily. It slows them and it does damage. So remember that when you play Warwick. I do. So I go red jungle item Warwick almost every time, unless I'm going for like a predator build and it's just troll. I don't know what this is, but it's okay. And then I don't know where I'm at with the gem. I usually go red. What do you build? You go the green, right?
I go what you tell me to go.
I'm pretty sure I tell you to go green because it's safer.
What does the green one do?
The Cinder Hulk one?
Yeah. The
green one, it gives you extra health and you have like a burn effect around you.
So, do you not smite other, like, does that change your smite?
No. The color of the background on the item determines what smite you go. So, like, Skirmisher, Saber.
Yeah, but what does the green smite do?
No, the green jewel. See how there's a jewel in the middle there?
That's what I meant.
That doesn't change your smite at all.
Oh, okay.
That's just the upgrade to the item.
Okay, but the red one does.
Yeah, I usually go red. I think there's a case to be made for the yellow one, which is attack speed. Red is attack damage. Oh, dude.
Run.
I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him here. There's a case to be made for the yellow. I usually go red. And then if I'm wanting to play tanky or safer, I go green, which is why I tell you to build it. Like, red is like roll the dice gamble where you do more damage. And then I don't know what I tell you to build. I think I tell you to build Sheen and Mobies, right?
Yeah.
You do go Mobies. Yeah. Those are my personal favorite.
I like Moby boots, yeah.
And then I go Sheen after that. So I go Tiamat into the completed jungle item. And at some point between finishing it, I build Mobies. And then I build Sheen just because it works pretty well with Warwick's Kit. I'm like, POS, I'm getting out of there. That is not worth it. And then I like see the trail and I'm like, ooh. Ooh, I want that.
See, like, we work so well together because we have a very nice balance where your gameplay is very strategic and knowledgeable, whereas my gameplay is more like Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah.
Of gameplay.
Yeah, and then you throw in like a what was it you said last video? Nah me. I do appreciate those. Now this is sick. Look at this, Lux. She tanks the charm.
She knew what she was
and
doing.
Look, she even gets respect. Watch this. Ha 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 ha.
Did you give her the thing at the end, the honor?
I'm pretty sure I gave Lux the honor. But she somehow tanked the charm, and she threw a root down, and we killed Ari. Now, I see Vayne like pushing here, and I'm wanting to kill her. I thought she backed there. I saw that happen, and I thought she backed. She actually ulted and turned invisible. What would have been sick cool as far as like content was if she did that into the other bush, and then I could watch it back on the replay and see that she just hard juked me. Because that looked like a back.
That did look like a back, yeah.
But sadly, she didn't juke me, and I just killed her. But so really, at this point, like, there's a point in my Warwick games if I get really fed like this, that I just start like running around like a madman, just doing what I want. I could see that I could go help there, but I want this dragon, and I decided that I'm going to take this dragon. Because that's useful.
It's just a Cloud Drake.
It's Emily. We needed that Cloud Drake. Remember, I'm pretty sure that's ult number 1 that Lux does that's interesting, to say the least. But I think everybody, honestly, I mean, that's really funny right there. Honestly, I think most of the people on my team did really good. And even Bot, like, and look at Bot, they're yelling at each other again for some reason. I don't, like, they're doing good, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you got that too. Mm-hmm. But they're like,
I mean, you're 18v10 right now.
Yeah, and we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 towers to none. And we've got, I think, 2 or 3 dragons.
Just Cloud Drakes, though.
But do the Cloud Drakes give you healing or movement speed? I think it's movement.
I think it's movement.
And that is really good.
Yeah, that's good on Warwick.
That's why I like to build Predator as another, like.
I thought you were gonna say that's why I like to build the Cloud Drake.
No. That's why I like to build Predator as like kind of like a troll build on Warwick. Mm-hmm. I know it's not great, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And I was really disappointed that she got away. Now, what educational value can be taken out of what we're doing right now? We do fairly well, but one thing as far as a critique of our like bigger play is they keep wanting to smash it into the mid lane, which I don't think is a great, like, especially later, because we die a bunch of times trying to get that mid.
It gets predictable. Like, the enemy team just, like, and they're so close to the...
Yeah, and if you notice, we don't have bot tower or tops, so we can get flanked really easily. And I say that a couple times that we need to, like, stop trying to get mid, but we eventually do get mid. Like, so I guess I was wrong, but this game I built Triforce just because I was really far ahead and like all the stats are really nice, and it makes you just really strong. Normally, I would build the jungle item machine, and then I would start building other items. Sometimes I'll go finish Tiamat. Sometimes I'll build tanky. Warwick doesn't have a really great late. Like, it's serviceable. But
you're not a carry anymore.
No, you can be. Like, pretty much, like, even late into the game, follow up to CC with that. We've got Nihilus. Even late into the game, like, you can still, like, 1v1 a lot of people. So, it's just, like, you can't... Like, once you use all your abilities and stuff on one person... I tried to run in there, but got cock blocked. You can still... what was I saying? Like, after you use all your abilities on one person, usually you can't... You're, like, spent for a couple seconds until your cooldowns. So now, once again, they were, like, smashing it into mid lane. And I'm just trying to farm up, trying to reset, get other... And then I just run in here and kind of get yoinked by Taric ulti. But Ezreal did get a kill, and that's nice. But, on the flip side, then Vayne came around and just killed a chunk of us. She got one kill there, and an assist. And I think they're going to get mid here because we're all just really low. As far as Riven, I think her play was either stay in the top lane or come down and defend. But I can't see what, like, health she is, so not really sure. They get mid lane, which is unfortunate. And it's starting to, like, swing back to them. Because they've got Vayne, and she's going to get really big. And the other thing is they've got a lot of CC that they can just continue to... They can CC a lot, and they can defend Vayne really well. Which is what they do, but... We're going to take care of that. I didn't want to ult here, but I think I had to. I was trying to CC that guy so he wouldn't get away. We do end up getting him, which is really nice. That's a nice pick. And now my team goes back to the tried and true method of all mid. Morgana says all mid again. Got to get that inhib. I got to go fast and get that inhib. Now, I don't agree with this play at all. But I do think that it's better to make a play as a team rather than, like, try to force something alone. And we do get it, but I try to convince them that we need to back off of here. And then we decide to turn around and start fighting here. I was hoping that someone would face check me into this bush, and I kind of wait here and let my team poke out at them. You all right?
Yeah.
And nothing happened up in this bush. But then I got a whiff. I got a whiff of that Vayne, and I'm on her. This is a sick play. So I, like, flashed to the side at an ult.
Oh, man.
I was hoping to land the ult on her, but...
You still got her.
Yeah, and I think I tilted her at this point because she says GG. And then they start talking a lot. And once again, we're back to that old, like, tried and true of trying to smash it down mid. So I was trying to make plays with the team.
That Taric says she's toxic, but that's not the adjective I'd use for Ari. I'd say she's pretty foxy.
That's not a good pun, for the record.
It's a good pun.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Well, the Ari says not at all, so...
See. Now, I would say that... I don't know. I can't think of puns on the fly.
There's one I've been trying to find, like, a pun for, but nothing... I can't think of a punchline or anything to go for it.
What?
I was trying to think of something for Nautilus that it would say not a list. But
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
The naughty boy. Once again, I think we're getting another Cloud Drake, which is wonderful. I think that's 3, isn't it?
Yep.
You always want to, like, focus objectives because they're permanent, like, buffs. The Cloud Drake isn't amazing, but it does work well for Warwick, and it lets us, like, rotate faster, run away faster, all that good stuff. I do try to focus on the dragon as much as I can when I'm playing the games. Emily.
Yep.
Isn't that a smart thing to do?
Yep.
She tried to get away, but it was all in a futile effort.
Yep.
And once again, we're just gonna push down mid. Like that. Like my team has been on that trick for a long time, and it's sort of working because the enemy team is not expecting it. Ari's down bot. Nautilus is the only one here, and then 2 are dead and 1 is top. I think he backed right there to come back.
That rejection though.
And like, look at this. I got caught by a charm. Like, that's the worst is when...
She is pretty charming.
Because...
You don't even care anymore.
Emily.
Aww.
That was your fault.
That one was my fault.
Yeah, I tried to survive here with the E, but there's too much damage. And then we all die.
I mean, at this point, you guys are just trying to get as many kills as you can before you, like, just kill the...
I'm trying to, like, do the smart play and finish the game. Because, like, I mean, I guess we could finish the game here.
Yeah.
If we... But Ezra just won't... And then he walks into the fountain and dies. It's really funny. And no, wait, I think they yell at each other more. Yeah, Ezreal says GG. Oh, wait, no, he was saying that to the other... And I tried to take the gentleman's way out and just have him forfeit. And they thought that was really funny, but... Look at this juke. Boom. That was really good. I think they survive here, and then I show up, and I finish this off. Now, I don't usually do this, Emily, but I built Blade of the Ruined King for Nautilus and for, what's the other tanky dude on their team?
I can't remember who's on their team. You asked me too quick.
Yeah, it's whoever... There's another... Yeah, Tarek. Now, looking back, I probably should have built Black Cleaver. That would have been better, because they're really high armor. And Tarek, I don't even think has that much... health. This is advanced stuff, because I know you build support items.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you could probably tell me a lot about support items, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You have a gay team complete game farm. Blade of the Ruined King you can build, and it does % health based damage, but it's physical, so it's still getting like. The amount of damage is decreased by the armor, so I should have built Black Cleaver, but that's a mistake I can see that I made, looking back.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
No, this whole game I've been just trying to go slow. Like, if we get Baron, we can just slowly push, because they don't have a lot of, like, really good wave clear. Like, they've got a short range knot. They've got Tarek, which isn't great. Ari and Vayne are okay, but I think we could do this if we went slow. And I just chill here. And this really frustrates me in game. So, if you look at the kill feed, Ezreal just got 3 kills.
Uh-huh.
And... there's a Lux there and a Morgana there. And I run in because I think I can beat these 2 tanky dudes and a support. And then everybody's gone.
The Morg was there.
Yeah, but she dies too because she tried to help me. Like, that was my fault. I should not have run in there. I didn't see that Ezreal actually died. I thought he just left. But so we traded 3 for 3 for Baron. Like, it's not great. That's the one thing later in the game, as if you go this like really aggressive, like winning Warwick build where you really run around and do whatever you want, that happens.
Yeah.
And
it is like when you play Warwick, you get this like the smart part of your brain, like the logical side, it shuts off.
Yeah.
Because you see like the little blood hunt, and you're like,
yeah.
And you like just start running for it.
Yeah. See, look. You
just get bloodlust.
I point at the dragon, and then I see all these half dead people, and I just look. I'm just looking at them because I see opportunities. You really have to temper Warwick's aggressive, bloodthirsty nature with like some amount of intelligence.
Yeah.
So, but this game, honestly, I remember playing it, and I don't think that we have anything to worry about. My team keeps trying to run it down mid, which is not we basically just need to take that advantage in mid because we have the inhibitor down, and that super minion that's pushing is putting a lot of pressure, and we need to use that to get the other towers, and get other objectives, get the Baron, and just push slowly. Vayne can scale really well, but I'm not really afraid of her like becoming so much of an issue. I am afraid of this. See, like Ez and Riven are just wanting to fight. But I'm just trying to farm up, stay relevant. My team's wanting to push it down mid. So I'm gonna sure whatever. And this is where I didn't temper, and Tarek Alt showed up, and I just got obliterated again, and my team left. Where's my team? Yeah, and we should do this. We should split. That's what I said to him. Get towers. Now, I said this because I was wanting to rally my team. Now, that ulti from Lux wasn't great, but she does die here? But she got that kill. I was just trying to rally my team. I didn't think there was a real chance of them coming back and doing anything. We have too much pressure. We have too much lockdown. We have a Lux and a Morgana. And then Ezreal's gotten really big at this point, too. So, I'm really just kind of...
Oh, gosh. Scared me.
It's a little late. We need to play safer and stop hammering it down mid. And Ezreal says this little gem. Would you like to read it?
Win or lose. Doesn't matter.
But it does. He responds. He says something really... Yeah, here it goes.
Late game fights are or fun.
I played
to improve.
And then, so like basically this whole game, like Ezreal and everyone else are like, I wouldn't even say they're like fighting each other. He's just like, I don't know what the deal is. So at this point, I'm just kind of aggravated that we keep trying to smash it down mid again. Look where they're at. Yeah, they're in mid. So I'm still just kind of aggravated that we keep trying to do this in mid. I mean, if it works, it works. Because sometimes you outplay yourself. And, like, the smart play is to take the advantage in mid that it's pushing and get other lanes. Like, push slowly as a whole. But sometimes you can just push it down mid because they don't expect it. And there's pressure in mid now, so I can use that to get the bottom. And we can use it to get top because there's pressure in top. And I like this. But then Vayne is pretty much the only one that I'm afraid of as far as damage. I could still 1v1 Vayne at this point, but she could really mess me up if I can't focus her. So I get top. I almost thought I could outplay this, but they all show up and they blitz me. That's Vane's damage right there. That's nasty, disgusting. And we got the mid inhibitor, which is really good. I'm trying to say not to back off to get that top tower too. We want to do this type of thing. Just play slow. Just chill, baby. And that's pretty good. We got an inhib and 2 towers. So they have to clear that up. Ezreal's jumping in. I'm looking at the inventory because just shaking my head.
I think he definitely improved.
I mean, he's not doing bad. I mean, he's just... It's just like part of the... Like some of the games like this that you can lose is instead of just taking like, you know, a few small victories, like you get like a tower and this and that, is you try to just push it and be really aggressive and get way more than you can at that moment. And then you end up dying altogether and giving them a way to come back. But we're going to grab the dragon. I'm trying to get objectives. I think we get this Elder Dragon, and then I try to motion them to get the Baron, because that's going to help. Like, if we get Baron, we can get that bottom inhib, and then the game's pretty much won at this point.
Yep.
Riveting commentary. So let's take it over to Emily, what she has to say about the state of the game at this point. What's going on?
There's the old dragon.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead.
If someone was watching this and they wanted to like learn from you,
Oh God.
what could you impart about? I mean, you've been playing this game for a fair amount of time. What do you think? What do you think should be going on? What are your thoughts? What are your...
Well...
Look at Vane! Look at her crushing me! Sorry, this tilts me.
Don't worry, you got the little fruits.
I know, and I can
Heal.
eat on this Baron and heal up. But literally she hit me 3 times and did like 80% of my health.
So
anyway, back to you.
So when you get the Baron,
Okay.
it makes you real buff, and then the minions around you get real strong.
Yeah.
So
what do
you want to push, which is what you're doing, but instead you just jump straight into the fountain.
Well, we've won at this point. Like all the minions are gonna...
Because they're strong. Yeah,
Because they're strong.
They're big
minions.
boys now.
Yeah, they're big boys. They're literally big. Look how much bigger they are.
Yep, big boys.
But what I wonder if there's any post game like good stuff to read in the chat. I can't remember. I just remember that Ezreal and Morgana were all over each other as far as yelling and junk. Do I like the Lux? I think I do.
Woo!
I do.
You thought about it for a while.
Yeah. So we took a loss.
They don't play to improve. They play to win. What?
Yeah. So
Why else would you play a ranked game other than to win?
I don't know, but little. So we lost one, we won one. Now we have a third game to watch, and then it determines if I'm in silver 2. Now, any last closing statements?